Do you ever feel like you have to hide or downplay your unique spiritual gifts and talents? Many of us grew up being told our innate intuitive and healing abilities were too much or made others uncomfortable. We learned to dim our light and keep our true selves hidden away, afraid of judgment or rejection. But what if I told you that your spiritual gifts are not a burden, but a beautiful blessing? What if you could stop apologizing for who you are and start celebrating your spiritual superpowers? It's time to reclaim your power and step into your full potential as a spiritual being. Your gifts are an essential part of who you are, and the world needs your light more than ever. In this video, we'll explore how to identify your unique spiritual gifts, overcome fears of judgment, and start sharing your abilities with the world in a way that feels authentic and fulfilling. The first step in embracing your spiritual gifts is to identify what they are. We all have special abilities and talents, even if we haven't fully recognized or developed them yet. Some common spiritual gifts include intuition, empathy, energy healing, manifestation, mediumship, and more. Take a moment to reflect on the areas of your life where you naturally excel and feel called to help others. Perhaps you've always been able to sense the emotions of those around you, or you have a knack for manifesting your desires into reality. Trust that your gifts are valid and valuable, even if they don't fit into conventional boxes. One way to further clarify your gifts is to spend time in quiet contemplation, asking your higher self and spiritual guides for guidance. You may receive signs or intuitive nudges pointing you towards your unique abilities. Pay attention to the activities and topics that light you up and make you feel alive. These are often clues to your soul's purpose and the gifts you're meant to share with the world. One of the biggest obstacles to embracing our spiritual gifts is the fear of judgment from others. Many of us have experienced negative reactions from people who don't understand or appreciate our abilities. This can lead us to doubt ourselves and feel like we need to hide our true nature to fit in. However, it's important to remember that other people's discomfort is about them, not you. Their skepticism or criticism is often a reflection of their own fears and limitations, rather than a judgment on your worth as a person. It's okay if not everyone understands or relates to your spiritual path. That doesn't make it any less valid or meaningful. To move past fears of judgment, start by surrounding yourself with people who support and uplift you as you grow. Seek out like-minded communities, whether online or in person, where you can connect with others who share your values and interests. Having a strong support system can give you the courage and confidence to show up authentically in all areas of your life. Once you've identified your spiritual gifts, the next step is to develop a stronger connection to them. This means creating space in your daily life to tune into your abilities and practice using them in a safe and supportive environment. One powerful way to do this is through meditation and mindfulness. Set aside time each day to quiet your mind and focus inward, allowing yourself to connect with your intuition and higher guidance. You may find it helpful to use guided meditations or visualizations specifically designed to activate and enhance your spiritual gifts. As you meditate, ask your spiritual guides and higher self for signs and guidance on how to further develop your abilities. Trust that you will receive the information and resources you need in perfect timing. Remember, your gifts are a natural part of who you are. You don't need to force or strain to access them. Another way to strengthen your connection to your gifts is to practice using them in low-pressure situations. For example, if you have the gift of intuition, start by offering readings or guidance to close friends and family members who are open to receiving it. If you're drawn to energy healing, practice on yourself or willing loved ones before expanding to a wider audience. The key is to start small and build your confidence over time. Trust that your gifts will grow and evolve as you do, and don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone when you feel called to do so. As you become more comfortable with your spiritual gifts, you may feel called to share them with a wider audience. This can be a daunting prospect, especially if you've faced judgment or skepticism in the past. However, know that by embracing your gifts and sharing them with others, you are fulfilling a sacred purpose and contributing to the healing of our world. Start by looking for opportunities to assist friends, family, or your local community with your abilities. This could mean offering intuitive guidance to a friend going through a challenging time, or volunteering your energy healing skills at a local wellness event. When deciding who to help and how to use your gifts, trust your intuition above all else. Your inner guidance will lead you to the people and situations that are in alignment with your highest good. Don't feel pressured to say yes to every request or opportunity that comes your way. It's okay to be selective and focus on the experiences that feel most meaningful to you. Remember, the goal is not to prove your abilities to anyone or to gain recognition for your work. Instead, focus on being of service in a way that feels authentic and fulfilling to you. Know that by simply showing up as your true self and allowing your gifts to flow through you, you are making a positive impact on the world. As you start sharing your spiritual gifts with others, you may encounter challenging situations or people who are not open to your message. This is a normal part of the journey, and it's important to have strategies in place for handling these experiences with grace and compassion. First and foremost, remember that not everyone will be receptive to spiritual or metaphysical topics, and that's okay. Everyone is on their own unique path, and it's not your job to convince or convert anyone to your way of thinking. If someone is clearly unreceptive or hostile to your message, don't push or argue with them. Instead, send them love and light, and focus your energy on those who are open and ready to receive your gifts. It's also important to have healthy boundaries in place as you navigate the world of spiritual service. Know that it's okay to say no if something doesn't feel right, or if you're being asked to compromise your values in any way. Trust your intuition, and don't be afraid to speak up for yourself when necessary. Remember, your well-being and spiritual growth should always be a top priority. Don't allow yourself to become drained or overwhelmed by the needs of others. Make sure to take time for self-care and renewal so that you can show up as your best self in all areas of your life. As you continue on your spiritual path, it's important to prioritize ongoing education and growth. Your gifts are not a static thing. They will continue to evolve and expand as you do. By staying open to new learning experiences and opportunities for development, you can ensure that you're always growing and improving as a spiritual practitioner. One way to continue your education is by seeking out classes, workshops, and other training opportunities related to your specific gifts and interests. This could mean attending a weekend workshop on intuitive development or enrolling in an online course on energy healing techniques. Another valuable resource for growth is connecting with other like-minded individuals who share your passion for spiritual development. Join local meetup groups or online communities where you can exchange ideas, share experiences, and support one another on your journeys. Remember, the goal is not to become an expert or to reach some imaginary finish line in your spiritual growth. Instead, view your gifts as an ever-unfolding journey of discovery and self-realization. Embrace the process and trust that every experience, whether challenging or joyful, is contributing to your overall growth and evolution. As you learn and grow, look for opportunities to share your expanded knowledge with others. This could mean teaching a workshop on a topic you've mastered, or writing blog posts or social media content that inspires and empowers your audience. By sharing your journey and insights, you can help to uplift and encourage others on their own paths. One of the most important aspects of embracing your spiritual gifts is learning to maintain energetic balance and boundaries. When you work closely with energy and intuition, it's easy to take on the emotions and experiences of others, which can leave you feeling drained or overwhelmed. To protect your own energy and well-being, it's essential to practice regular spiritual hygiene. This means taking time each day to clear and replenish your own energy field, using techniques like meditation, visualization, or smudging with sage. It's also important to be mindful of the energies you allow into your space. Avoid taking on other people's problems or negative emotions, and practice releasing anything that doesn't belong to you. Remember, your role is to offer guidance and support, not to carry the burdens of others. Self-care is another crucial component of maintaining energetic balance. Make sure to prioritize rest, relaxation, and activities that bring you joy and rejuvenation. This could mean taking a salt bath after a long day of energy work, or scheduling regular massages or nature walks to help you unwind and recharge. By taking care of your own energy and well-being, you'll be better equipped to show up fully and authentically in your spiritual work. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Prioritize your own needs so that you can be of the highest service to others. As you continue to embrace and share your spiritual gifts, it's important to remember that your path is uniquely your own. Avoid comparing yourself to other spiritual practitioners or trying to fit into someone else's mold of what a healer or intuitive should look like. Instead, focus on authentic self-expression and service in a way that feels true to you. Trust that your gifts are perfectly suited to the people and situations you're meant to help, and don't worry about public recognition or acclaim. Remember, every person you help and every act of kindness you offer is contributing to the collective healing of our world. Even if you don't see the immediate impact of your work, trust that it is rippling out into the universe in ways you can't even imagine. As you navigate the ups and downs of your spiritual journey, it's important to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for your gifts. Take time each day to appreciate the beauty and power of your abilities, and to give thanks for the opportunities you have to make a positive difference in the world. Remember, your spiritual gifts are not a burden or a curse. They are sacred tools for your soul's growth and evolution. By embracing them fully and using them in service to others, you are fulfilling a higher purpose and contributing to the healing of our planet. Have reverence for the profound experiences and connections your gifts can create. Whether you're offering a word of comfort to a grieving friend or facilitating a major energetic shift for a client, know that your work is valuable and important. As you continue on your path of spiritual growth and service, it's time to shed any remaining fears or doubts and step fully into your power. Know that you are a being of infinite potential and that your gifts are a vital part of your soul's mission on this earth. Allow your abilities to flow through you effortlessly, trusting in your natural talents and the guidance of your higher self. Don't hold back or play small out of fear of what others might think. The world needs your unique light and perspective. Commit to being a beacon of love, healing, and inspiration to all those you encounter. Know that by embracing your spiritual gifts and sharing them with the world, you are making a profound and lasting impact on the collective consciousness. Embracing your spiritual gifts is not always an easy path, but it is one of the most rewarding and fulfilling journeys you can undertake. By identifying your unique abilities, overcoming fears of judgment, and sharing your gifts with others, you are stepping into your full potential as a spiritual being. Remember, the world needs your light and your unique perspective. By boldly embracing your gifts and allowing them to shine through you, you give others permission to do the same. You are a powerful force for positive change on this planet. Never underestimate the impact you can have. So keep shining brightly, dear one. Keep trusting in your path and your purpose, even when the way feels uncertain or challenging. Know that you are supported by the universe and that your gifts are a precious and essential part of the tapestry of life. Thank you for showing up authentically and courageously in your spiritual work. The world is a better place because of the light you share. Keep going, keep growing, and keep embracing the magnificent being that you are.